Now listen, we will have a very short theory. Wait. Okay, all these have been covered. All these have been covered. Software, types of software, system software, operating system. What are the have we covered the operating system? Operating system. Windows 11, Windows 10, Windows, yes, Mac OS, then Linux operating system. The Ubuntu operating system we use. And the other one, the one down here is called KDE, K desktop environment. It's a different desktop environment, whereas it's built upon the same operating system, Linux operating system. Okay, Linux with KDE, K desktop environment. And these are mobile operating systems. The first one is Android. Android is built upon Linux operating system. Then Firefox OS is no longer used, whereas it is built upon Linux operating system. The third one is Tizen operating system. It has been built upon Linux operating system by Samsung company. Samsung. Samsung have created their own operating system. It's called Tizen. Tizen is normally used for Samsung television, Samsung TVs with low price rate, and Samsung washing machines and other devices. Then Unix. Unix was the first operating system for multitasking and professional document creation. It was created by Ken Thompson, Dennis Ritchie, and MD McElroy. JF Osena. The team of 4 members created the Unix operating system. It was created in the year 1969. Then rewritten in 1970. Thereafter, it was released in 1972 and it was written in C language. This was the first operating system to be written in a high-level language. There are two types of languages. The first language is low-level language. Like when the kid is born, does it speak very clear and loud accents? It does not. It simply says some, it simply emits some sound. We understand the meaning. Similar to that, there is a low-level language called the mnemonic language, or the assembly language. And there is a high-level language which we normally use, like Python. And C was the first high-level language used for creating an operating system. Unix operating system was entirely written using the C programming language. And C language was created by Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie was the person who created Unix operating system. This was the user interface supported by Unix operating system. It was called CDE, Common Desktop Environment, whereas it's no longer used. There are more modern operating systems with more modern interfaces. Therefore, CDE has been replaced normally by GNOME. GNOME is the default standard for Unix and Linux operating system. GNOME is the default standard. We stop here. What were the operating systems we have seen till now? Windows 11, Windows 10, Windows 8. Beyond this, there were operating systems named Windows 7, Windows XP, Windows NT, Windows ME, Windows 2000. Then all those things are gone. Windows, all other versions of Windows are gone. Normally, we use Windows 8 as the lowest version, Windows 7 or Windows 8, then Windows 10. The latest version is Windows 11. Okay. Thereafter, we go to Mac operating system. This is used exclusively for Macintosh laptops and computers. Mac operating system. Apple computers, they release Mac operating system, and their mobile version is called the iOS. The mobile version of Apple operating system is called the iOS. Then Linux. Linux is a free software. There are two different front ends available for Linux. One is called the GNOME, 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 which is the default front end we use. GNOME stands for GNU Network Object Model Environment. GNOME stands for GNU Network Object Model Environment. No. And there is another, the second one seen here. This is called the KDE, K Desktop Environment. Out of these two, GNOME has become the de facto standard for Linux operating system. Normally, many of the professionals and novices, all of them use known as the desktop environment. Then the mobile operating systems, Android, Firefox OS, Kaiser. Then Unix operating system. Unix was first created in the year 1969, 1970 was the other release. Then it was rewritten in C programming language and released in C based version in 1970. Okay, C language was created by Dennis Ritchie. And Unix operating system was created by Ken Thompson, Dennis Ritchie, MD McElroy, and JF Osana. This was a team. Okay, this was the team which created Unix operating system. And currently, SUS is the standard for Unix. SUS stands for Single Unix Standard. SUS stands for Single Unix Standard. Can you repeat? SUS stands for Single Unix Standard. Okay. Then POSIX was the previous standard, Portable Operating System Interface. Portable Operating System Interface. Whereas it's no longer used. POSIX is no longer used. Then we will come back to the overview of operating systems in the next class. We simply wanted to have a class. We have completed it with the names of the operating systems, just the names of the operating systems available for our. I close the class. You may relax and go to employability skills class.